Alright guys, Delzinski here and welcome to another WWE DVD and Blu-ray review. This time we're looking at the title WWE Survivor Series 2014. Now this title is available on DVD and Blu-ray from Monday the 16th of February 2015. And this title in those formats goes at the price of DVD version £12.99 and the Blu-ray version priced at £13.99. And just for the purpose of this review, I was provided the DVD version. So I'll tell you all about the DVD exclusives at the end of this review. Now guys, if you like the sound of my review, once you're done listening to me, you can always head over to www.dvd.co.uk and put in a pre-order or a purchase right about now. This is your best source for all WWE DVD and Blu-ray content, and these are the guys that provide me with my titles for my review. So, let's kick on and let's talk about Survivor Series 2014, because this one was a huge event on the basis that it was for all the marbles. And what I mean by this was the main event on the card was Team Authority versus Team Cena. And, you know, real major consequences were going to come out of the Survivor Series. If Team Authority lost to Team Cena, then the Authority was no more. The power that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon had would be gone and they would be fired. Now, on the other hand, if Team Cena lose to the Authority, then, well, every single member, bar John Cena, of Team Cena would be fired. So there was huge repercussions either way. Something had to give, and it really did at Survivor Series 2014. So we'll cover that main event a little bit later, but let's give you guys a rundown of the match card. The reason why I talk early about the main event is because, I'm going to be honest, Survivor Series 2014 was all about that main event. The build coming up to the Survivor Series was all about that storyline. There wasn't a lot of covering of any of the undercard coming into this event. It was all about that main event. So the only one I would say otherwise that had a little bit of a mention was Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. So I'm going to give you that rundown now of this match card, but it was a bit mashed together to create Survivor Series 2014. So here we go. This is the match card. So first of all, we kick off the pay-per-view with a fatal four-way match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. We had Goldust and Stardust, the champions, going up against the Usos, going up against Los Matadores, and then we had The Miz and Damian Mizdow. WWE liking to throw these fatal four-way tag team matches in over 2014. And once again, they start an event with this style match. It kind of gets the crowd hyped. So, yeah, a very interesting start. And I will cover that in my 3+ points later on. Next up, we go back to tradition of the Survivor Series, and we have a traditional Survivor Series match. Yes, an elimination tag match, 4-on-4, and it was for the Divas, and this was Alicia Fox, Natalya, Naomi, and Emma versus Paige, Cameron, Summer Rae, and Layla. Yes, it was very nice to see a traditional Survivor Series match. This one was a bit strange though, to be honest. Again, didn't really feel like there was a lot of story building to it. But all in all, good to see that WWE are going back to their roots and acknowledging the traditional 4-on-4 Survivor Series match, because I've got to admit, I really do miss that. That's what it always used to be about for me in Survivor Series, having those 4-on-4 matches, seeing the teams, and, you know, seeing sometimes people who didn't always get on being recruited and coming in just for the basis because you knew that they would pretty much help you get over in your 4-on-4 match. So a nice way to bring back tradition, and obviously the main event had a 5-on-5, so even better. Next up, we had Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. The feud just keeps on going between these two. Hard-hitting smash mouth action. You've got it all in this match. Now, the next one, Adam Rose and the Bunny versus Slater Gator. A match which was kind of thrust together from the card. So during the night, Adam Rose is backstage playing with toys. Yeah, playing with toys. With the bunny, and Slater Gator come along, hoorah, 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 and kind of interrupt Adam Rose, and this leads to a confrontation, which leads to this match. So again, as I repeated before, not much of a build when matches are being built on the card. Next up, we have a live interview with Roman Reigns. Really good to get some insight because at the time, Roman Reigns was recovering from his injury. There was sort of not really understanding how he was getting on. So here he is via satellite talking about his injury and when he looks to make his return. So we get an insight in how Roman Reigns was recovering and rehabbing from that injury. Then we have a WWE Divas Championship match. Divas being showcased quite a lot in this title. And we have AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella. Would Nikki Bella get the job done against AJ Lee? Nikki with Brie by her side, and Brie now pretty much full-on heel. It's kind of strange because she seems to have forgotten her feud at this point with Nikki Bella, but she is fully on the side of Nikki Bella, and yeah, we'll see if she plays the part to cost AJ Lee her WWE Divas Championship, or will AJ Lee prevail? Then we move on, and it is the big one, the big main event, the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team match, Team Cena versus Team Authority. And for Team Cena, this is the rundown. It's John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Big Show, Erick Rowan, and Ryback versus Team Authority, which is Seth Rollins, Kane, Mark Henry, Rusev, and Luke Harper. And not to mention as well that Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and J&J Security, Jamie Noble, Joey Mercury, and Lana, wow, were all at ringside for this one. So, you know, they had a real vested interest in this, and they wanted to be there to watch the action. And you never know with these guys whether they're going to get involved or not. Triple H really, really had to make sure that Team Authority delivered the goods at this pay-per-view. And you get some flashbacks of the recruitment process where they went and recruited the likes of Rusev, they went and recruited the likes of Mark Henry, and then obviously you had the powerhouse Kane and Mr. Money in the Bank Seth Rollins, and Luke Harper, who has done so well at this point in time since leaving the Wyatt family, picking up the Intercontinental Championship. You know, that was a real formidable team. But on the other hand, John Cena's team, well, he went and recruited the likes of Ryback. So, you know, he really wanted a powerhouse of his own. Both teams were fighting over Ryback going into this pay-per-view, but he did, in the end, join Team Cena. Now, let's talk about those 3+ points, and this is what I will do in these pay-per-view reviews. I want to give you 3 positives as to why to pick up this title. So first of all, the Fatal 4-Way match to kick off the pay-per-view has some great spots. It's a very entertaining match, and, you know, it has my favourite tag team in it. For me, this is why I enjoyed this match, because it had Miz and Mizdow, who are so over, and they really are in St. Louis, because the crowd goes absolutely bananas for Mizdow when he finally gets that tag to come into the match, only to be tagged back out, by the way, but you know, we'll never mind that. It's just an epic moment, and it's a great finish. It's very entertaining and thoroughly enjoyable throughout, and I love the way the Miz and Mizdow work together. Not to mention as well, not to discredit the work from Stardust and Goldust, some really good tag team spots. And what I mean by that, you know, where you have all the tag teams scrambling together and pulling off some huge moves. That's all in there, and it really kind of raised the tempo to start this pay-per-view, and that was a good way to kick off Survivor Series. So that's my first one. Make sure you check out the Fatal 4-Way match for the Tag Team Championship. Next up, point 2. It's one of the biggest feuds of the year. It's the main event. Team Cena versus Team Authority. Power struggle. This storyline is still going on now with Authority. You know, it kind of gives it away, but the Authority are now back in power. So, you know, that development of that storyline continued after this. I don't know if you're a WWE fan how you cannot really want to see the Survivor Series, because this one was a huge event and it had huge repercussions on the WWE, and it would change the WWE universe, whoever came out the victor. So that's my second plus point. The main event is humongous. And finally, the third of my points. Well, this is obvious. Sting arrives. If you didn't know already, Sting arrived at the Survivor Series 2014 Survivor Series. And did I say Survivor Series 2014 Survivor Series? Maybe. But I just was so ecstatic that Sting arrived that, you know, I kind of lost my trail of thought. Yes, Sting arrived at the Survivor Series and made his debut in the WWE, and he confronts the Game, Triple H, which right now is a major storyline with the likes of Sting and Triple H going into Fastlane. So this was where it all began, guys. So if you want to bring yourself or go back and work out why things were going on between Triple H and Sting, then this is the title for you. So they're my 3+ points for WWE Survivor Series 2014. Overall, I'd have to say this was a good event. It's just a shame there's not a lot of build going into it. So, DVD extras, what do you get for your money's worth? Well, what you get is you get a Survivor Series kickoff match. You get Justin Gabriel versus Fandango. As well, you get another kickoff match. Well, no, not a kickoff match. You get a kickoff moment. You get Bad News Barrett making his return and cutting a promo about the Authority and Team Cena. So it was very nice to hear Bad News Barrett make his return to the WWE. As well, you get another promo about Dean Ambrose and that he's a great dance partner, almost as such, wanting to tango with Bray Wyatt. And this is after their match. And last but not least, you get another promo from Nikki Bella. And I won't tell you why you get that promo because it may spoil something during the event. So that is what you get. They're your DVD extras. I'd have to say it's a good card. I would again question WWE's build to the card. It was a lot focused around the main event, but there's a lot going on in that main event. A lot of superstars are involved. A lot's on the line. But, you know, one of the show stealers, the kickoff match, the first match of the evening, the traditional, the Fatal 4-Way match was really good to watch. Divas matches were okay, but I would say that for me, I thoroughly enjoyed the Fatal 4-Way. I really enjoyed the main event, and it was good to also check in with Roman Reigns to see how he's progressing throughout his injury. So guys, if you like the sound of this, you like the sound of my review, then you can head over to www.dvd.co.uk and you can put in a pre-order, and this title actually comes out tomorrow, so you guys can go and purchase WWE Survivor Series 2014. If you watch the event, let me know what you thought via the comments box below. If you're going to pick up this title, let me know via the comments box below. And what did you guys think of Sting making his debut? Was it as epic as you thought it would be, or was it lackluster? What did you guys think? I want to get your views on this. And yeah, this is me, Delzinski, for another WWE DVD and Blu-ray review, signing out.